Hey guys, Joe here at ECRM's Vitamin, Weight Management, and Sports Nutrition Session in Orlando. And I'm here with Anupam from 113 Industries. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Joe. I'm happy to be here.
So this is a continuation of the video that we shot with Razi. And Razi talked about the value of listening to conversations that are on social media and online. And what we're going to talk a little bit about is how artificial intelligence enhances the ability to gather those conversations. So, and we're going to do our best to keep it in layman's terms, because I think it's important for everybody to learn a little bit about artificial intelligence, because it's so important. It's something that is here. It's something that's out there now, and it delivers a lot of value. So can you give a little bit of an overview of maybe a quick snippet on what AI is and then how you're using it?
Very well, Joe. Thank you. As you said, I've been working in this field for a long time, and AI, as it applies to what we're talking about right now, is primarily in the context of understanding people or conversations in their natural languages. Okay. So a specific area of AI that we will call natural language processing for this is what we excel in and we focus on. And really the goal is to look at information that used to be not available for analysis before, because most of the work that's been done in technology has been with structured data, which is data of sales, HR, all of these, which have regular fields and columns, etc. If you envision an Excel spreadsheet, it's analyzing all of that. But free-form textual data that you and I use daily.
So sentences, the way we speak. Okay. So I think that's interesting and very difficult, because if you think about it, when you read your friend's text messages, so you're not just dealing with natural language, assuming everybody writes perfect English. You're dealing with the way people write in text messages or the shorthand they might use on social media, right?
Exactly, very well said. So we go and look at data anywhere from any short form platform like text or on a Twitter platform, all the way to detailed articles or explanations that might be more scientific in nature, etc., or conversations with experts that might be long paragraphs on and might be blogs, etc. So we span all these forms of data that are available.
And that's where the difficulty lies. I mean, it's the way somebody would write about a product or a category on a Twitter post is way different than what they would write, how they would write it on Facebook or on Instagram, where it's mostly visual, so being able to capture the context of the platform as well as the product and the category and all that information. That's what it helps you sort out.
That's what the platforms have to do. Very well said. And we legally acquire the data, so sometimes people will ask us about the privacy of the data and where we get that from. So we use platforms of social data on social platforms. We use a particular platform offered by NetBase, and they are our partners, and we use them to acquire all the data legally, which they in turn acquire legally from sources such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, etc., Tumblr, and all of those places.
Okay, so now let's get a little more granular. Let's say for this session, right? Vitamin, weight management, sports nutrition. How is the artificial intelligence, what is it looking for, and how is it organizing it once it scrapes it?
Great question. So the first thing we do is we understand the category and what our clients might be interested in to understand about that category. Then we acquire all that data and we aggregate it together, and we then build what I call a consumer behavior model. What that means really for our purposes is it has attributes of different kinds on consumption of the products, on, for example, demand moments of the product, on the behaviors around that product, when are people using it, how are they using it, on problems and workarounds that people are having with the product. Then also I use IBM Watson, to specifically understand the personality of the people that are using that product.
And what is that based on? That's based on more data, right?
And that's based
profile,
on another
other
model
posts.
that
Okay.
Watson has developed over time, and it requires a few hundred words that you have authored yourself.
Yeah.
And then we can analyze that and then sort of understand what drives you as a person. Who are you as a person? And once we have that global understanding of the consumer and their behavior and their purchase preferences and their consumption habits, then we can use that data to inform whatever the application might be for a client. It might be for innovation, where they're trying to find a new space or white space.
So like, what is a problem that consumers are having in the category that I can build a solution for?
Exactly.
Okay.
We call it unarticulated needs. So we first try to find a compensating behavior, which is kind of like a problem that people are having and the workarounds they're taking to solve that problem. I'll give you an example. If I took that bottle of water, and if it was really cold, it might condense. And so if I wipe it now with a napkin, that is a compensating behavior. So if you had a sleeve on that bottle that absorbed all the moisture, I wouldn't have that. So now that's an idea for a compensating behavior, which could turn into a product. And I just give you a very specific example. But that's the kind of process that we follow. And I must also say that technology plays a big role in it, but we also have human analysts. So what we're doing from technology is extracting the patterns that are occurring over and over again, and the humans then are connecting the dots between those patterns to look for those compensating behaviors.
So AI is not just all bots and algorithms. There is a human element even to artificial intelligence.
I wish it were there. I teach data science at Carnegie Mellon to master's levels, and every day the bar is increasing. There's more technology, it's improving rapidly, but it's not there yet where we can do what humans do so efficiently.
Maybe we don't want it to get there yet. So
I agree with you, Joe.
That might be, the Terminator time, Skynet. So, all right, great. Well, I'm looking forward to the presentation and actually learning more about the company. I love nerding out like this and really getting into the data. So, and then I'll have your website, which is 113 Industries. Okay, so if anybody wants to check, I'll have the website in the comments below. And again, thank you for joining us and kind of bringing the technology down to my level.
Oh, thank you, Joe. It was a pleasure.
Thanks.
Thank you.